How much does last night's result and the fact that you're now level with points with Rangers, does it change at all the way that you approach Monday night's game?
Definitely not. We know that we need to win every game, and we just focus game by game. So no, obviously we wanted to win last night, but I think the performance that we put in after obviously the disappointment on Saturday was really important for us. So we bounced back. Still a great team spirit. We're ready to go for Monday, and yeah, the focus is the next game, Rangers.
Will it have a bit of a cup final feel about it?
I think every game until the end of the season is going to be like a cup final. Like I say, every game's important. We can't underestimate any team. 4 games left. We need to win every game. So, like I say, we focus on every game. And at the end, if we win the league, great. But again, we just need to focus on each game in hand. And Rangers is our next game. So we played really well last night. Great team spirit, great attitude. We dominated the game. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, in the run when there's three teams kind of so far ahead, there's a temptation from the outside to look at the games between Celtic, Rangers, Glasgow City as being definitive, but can you see other twists and turns coming in this title race?
Well, Rangers obviously have dropped points to Hearts already, so you can't underestimate any team, and it's never going to be an easy game for us going midweek to Hearts. But we know what it takes to beat these teams. We've beat these teams throughout the season. We're in a strong position. Like I said, the bounce back last night was incredible because probably a lot of people underestimated us, didn't think we'd perform last night, and we showed we can. The quality we've got on the pitch, on the bench is incredible. So yeah, we're really proud of our performance last night.
Finally, will there be, any like it's not long ago since that match at Hampden and the disappointment there. Will that play a factor in looking for a bit of payback when you take them on Monday?
For me, that game's done. When we finished on Saturday, it was disappointing, of course, the way we lost it, the way we performed. But for me, that game's done. We now just focus on the next game, and we need to beat Rangers. We will beat Rangers. We're in a good position, and I'm confident going into that game.
Hi there. So you personally don't feel as if the kind of closeness between the fixtures of playing Rangers twice in kind of quick succession plays any sort of factor in Monday's game?
No, not at all. We need to play that. We need to beat the top teams. We need to play the top teams to win the league. So whenever we play them, it's the next game is Rangers. We just need to focus on Rangers. We know what it takes to beat them. We can beat them. And like I say, we had a great performance last night. We dominated the game. We probably should have got more out of it. But it was a very strong performance going into Monday's game.
And how are you enjoying working under the new head coach who's obviously been in position for a few months now? How do you think things are coming together?
You can see that on the pitch, the improvement, the intensity on and off the ball. We can see that in training. Every training session, she expects a lot from us. You can see again, the players that come on the pitch are ready to perform. And we're in a great position. She's put us in a great position to win the league title.
And just kind of lastly for me, there are obviously quite a lot of talented youngsters within the Celtic squad, and how do you kind of take your role as maybe one of the more experienced campaigners and being able to kind of put an arm around the shoulder or give kind of hints and tips for those in the team that maybe haven't been through the title race before?
I think it's just keeping that level head, especially in training and games. Maybe when you can see people becoming a bit nervous and apprehensive coming to the end of the season, just having that level head, being confident, and yeah, supporting them the best you can. Every time they do something well, you need to let them know. Everyone will make mistakes, but it's how you react to those mistakes. And I think we've got a really strong squad.
Can you remember that game when, I think it was a game when Lucy got injured, when Fran changed the tactics? And I don't know if you get sent off or you get booked. A couple of good tackles. And up at Cumbernauld, I think it was in December, Fran sort of changed the tactics and tried to hit them on the break. It was 0-0. And actually, Caitlin could have scored right at the death, if you remember. She had a great chance. I thought it was going in the top corner. If we get a draw, that's enough, really.
Again, we were going out to win the game. We can't lose the game, but our main focus is to win the game. We're not going to sit back and try and get a draw. We need to win that. We want to win that game, so we'll be going to win that game on Monday.
Yeah, but they need to win it. We don't.
Again, I'm focusing on us. I'm not fussed what they think or what they need to do. I'm just focusing on us. And yeah, we're going there to win the game.
Last one from me. Do you think there's an option for Kelsey launching the ball down the park and for Tav to knock it on? Murphy get in behind them, because it seemed to be pressing us very high at Hampden and we struggled to get out.
That is an option. We like to play football. If we think that option's on, obviously then we will try to exploit it. But we've got technical players. We know what our strengths are, and that is a potential. But yeah, I think we want to keep the ball as much as we can, because we know how good we are when we're in possession.
Lastly, the last game of the season, Celtic Park, Hibs. We all remember what happened the last day last season. So we want to turn that round and have joy instead of heartache this time.
Of course, we want to have it in our hands. We're going into the last game of the season, but like I say, we just focus on each game, and we know if we win each game, it's going to be in our hands. But we can't get too far ahead of ourselves to think of that game at Celtic Park. We just need to focus on Monday, and we're in a great position for the game on Monday.
Hi Natalie. Did the experience of going right to the wire last season help maybe build some character in the squad leading into the race this season?
I think it's gave us hunger and belief that we can do it. I think a lot of people, maybe some players maybe had a little bit of doubt. If you look at the budgets, Rangers are well ahead of us and probably should be beating every team in the league, but we're competing all the time. And I think it gave you that hunger, because I've won the league years and years ago with Hibs, so I know what it takes. But I think the players do really, really believe this year. And like I say, yeah, we win every game. Of course, we win the league, but we're all hungry for it. We believe it. There's a great excitement around the squad, and we're really looking forward to Monday's game.
After the good performance the squad put in last night, do you think that's helped the mentality going into the game against Rangers?
Of course it is. It's easy for us just to not respond to what happened on Saturday. That would have been an easy thing. It's hard mentally and physically to do what we did last night, and we done it very, very well. We were very, very strong. We created so many chances. Yeah, we could have got more out of the game, but I definitely think it puts us in a strong position for Monday.
And lastly for me, how much are you enjoying the change in style that's been implemented since the new manager came in?
Yeah, it's exciting football. It's fast-paced football, and we like to keep the ball. And obviously, yeah, I'm a technical player. I like to play short passes, long passes as well to exploit the back line. But yeah, it's exciting football, and that's what we want the fans to see as well. We can see the crowds that are coming to watch us. Everyone's enjoying it. The kids that stay behind to speak to you. So there's definitely been an influence in that. And yeah, looking forward to the next few games.